You got an amazing idea. Remember one thing though, ideas are cheap. Everything's about execution. My name is Christopher George. I'm the co-founder and chairman of SUBTA, which is the Subscription Trade Association. And currently I'm working on building the largest community in the direct-to-consumer subscription space. I started my first business when I was 21. I was actually in a completely different industry. I was in the collections industry, and I had a lot of success there. But one thing that I didn't know was that I wanted to be in e-commerce. I saw the pivot towards more purchases being handled online versus in stores. My family comes from a liquor store industry, so my father owned liquor stores, and his model was, let's buy something for cheaper, sell it for more. And, he's limited to these 2-3 miles of customers that are around his liquor store. For me, it was like, well, how can I take things, buy them for cheaper and then sell them for more and do it online? Because now my audience is much bigger. I'm not limited to 2 miles around my location. I started to build this sort of like mini sort of hustle online business. Well, that's when, a friend of mine approached me about starting the Gentleman's Box. And, initially in 2014, subscription boxes just started to get popular. Birchbox was very successful, FabFitFun, BarkBox, but nobody was really targeting men. And so John and I, one of the co-founders of Gentleman's Box, decided to launch Gentleman's Box. And we wanted to build the largest men's subscription box. And we wanted to be able to provide men with accessories, socks, ties, dress socks, tie clips, and some great fashion items delivered to their door monthly. And we were able to do that. We had some early success. We built a partnership with GQ very early on, and that allowed for our members to get the latest issue of GQ. Fast forward 2 years later, what I wanted to do, I wanted to go to an event. I wanted to go to a networking event to meet with other subscription box owners and just learn. And there was nothing out there. So another one of our co-founders, Paul, said, hey, why don't we do this? And as 3 young, scrappy entrepreneurs from Detroit, we just, with no event experience, we just said, hey, why don't we host the first ever Sub Summit? And we did. We hosted it in Detroit. We had right around 200 attendees. Needless to say, the event was a success. Fast forward to 2019 in May, we had over 1,000 attendees, over 95 exhibitors, over 150 speakers, everybody from Netflix, Sling TV, FabFitFun, BarkBox, HelloFresh. They're all companies that have been at our event. And we've been able to build the largest direct-to-consumer subscription event. From there, in 2017, we launched SUBTA, which is the Subscription Trade Association. We did that because we wanted to be able to facilitate the community and have relationship building throughout the year as opposed to once a year at our annual event. At my heart and what I love is helping brands grow. I love jumping on one-on-one sessions with a brand that's looking for help or is struggling with something, or even just in a position where they're trying to work through a campaign. And for me, it's like when I'm able to give some advice or give a tip or just jam with somebody and like this light bulb goes off in their head, it's one of the greatest feelings. It makes me feel good knowing that I'm able to help them. And really, at my passion, at my heart, it's helping brands grow and helping entrepreneurs become better entrepreneurs. I don't know that people can decide whether they want to be an entrepreneur or not. I think when I was young, it was just like all about like, how much money can I make? How can I hustle this out? What can I buy and sell for more? I was building a collection agency. I was flipping items online. A lot of my mindset's changed. It's much less about trying to make money. It's finding happiness. It's doing what you love. And, for me, it's building big business and having an impact on thousands upon millions of lives is what gets me excited. With SUBTA, we're able to do that. If an entrepreneur or a business owner can come to my event, learn something that helps them make an adjustment to their business, that can in effect have a big impact on all of their subscribers and a big impact on lives or their employees. We've built this community of industry leaders and suppliers So brands that are a part of our trade association, which they can join for free, they have access to industry leaders and suppliers that may be able to give them services to improve their business. We run a Slack channel with industry leaders in there, and myself and many more, where you could just you could throw a question in there, and you might just have a question about shipping, or you had to deal with this customer, and how you could just ask any question. How did you handle this situation? And there's tons of people in there that are able to help you. As an entrepreneur, you're going to face hundreds of challenges. It's not easy. I think anything specific. I mean, I can remember, a time when we were waiting for a large shipment of product to come in. It was getting delayed. We had found out about 3 weeks out that the product wasn't going to arrive at time for the subscription box for Gentleman's Box and for our customers. And, for us, it's a big deal. These customers are paying a monthly fee, and they're expecting to get this product delivered to them, and we weren't going to have it in time. And it's a very sort of panic situation. It's scary, and you get worried, or our customer's going to be mad. And, we were just fully transparent with the subscribers. We let them know, like, we extremely apologize. There's a delay. We want to make sure that you get your product. We were just fully transparent. And for those that might have had any sort of issue, we were offering credit or offering a refund. And for those also, we promised an extra item to go into the box that month. So, I think that one thing is that things will happen as a business owner, and being fully transparent with the consumers go a very, very long way. And consumers will remember that. And everything is about building that customer experience. And if you're able to do that in the right manner, it's just a recipe for success. Being an entrepreneur to me means building a family within your business and having an impact on the world, and being able to build an amazing business with an amazing team, and guide those that are on that team and lead those that are on your team all towards the same goal. And it's not just about helping the business grow, but helping those on your team grow in their personal lives. I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years, and I've seen the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and it can be stressful. It can be very difficult. You got to want it. You got to push through it. And, I think as an entrepreneur, that's one thing you got to expect, is that, you are the last person to get paid. You are the one that has to handle the biggest mess, and you are the last one to go to sleep because you have to continually work. So you got to want to have that lifestyle. For me, I don't know if I ever had to overcome it. I think that as an entrepreneur, you all have these days where you're just like, oh my gosh, like, why am I doing this? But the truth is I love it too much, and I want to have that impact. So for me, it's just about continuously trying to innovate, not getting super high strung or panicking over certain situations. Everything can be solved, and just working through it, and good communication with team members, good communication with consumers. All of these things are a recipe for success and can keep the stress levels low. I don't know that there's anything that specifically scales your business, but I can just say that, using softwares like Slack are super important to keep the team, coordinated and having good communication within your business. I think another important thing is, like, as an entrepreneur, you've got to take some time off every year. Make sure you take that week and just try to disconnect. Got to clear your brain. You got to recharge those engines and come back heavy. And I think as entrepreneurs, we get super ambitious, and we say, like, hey, we're going to send 10,000 packages this month. And, the data probably didn't prove that, but you were super ambitious. Well, when you overbuy an inventory, it hurts cash flow. And I think as entrepreneurs, it's okay to sell out. And I think brands should be thinking about that. Sometimes it's okay to sell out. Sometimes having a waiting list for a product builds more hype around it. Use the data to make really good purchasing decisions. And if you sell out, that's okay. And just be prepared and let data make really good purchasing decisions. I can tell you that we didn't do a really good job of that early on, and we had hundreds of thousands of dollars of inventory sitting in our warehouse, and it was tough to see, especially when you're having cash flow issues, that you've got all this money tied up in inventory. So I think inventory buying and predicting inventory is super important. Don't make a judgment call based on your gut. Use some data to make decisions, and remember, it's okay to sell out. I mean, I say do it. I think that, yeah, it's a scary decision, but you don't have to do these things. You don't have to quit your day job to start another business. I didn't quit what I was doing and start Gentleman's Box. So, I think what's important is, do this on the side. If you want it and you love it, but you need to have your day job still, well, then do your day job and work on this business on the side. Work on it at night, work on it on the weekends until it starts to bring that income in that your day job was bringing in, and it can take over. Don't be scared to fail. Nothing's a failure. Everything's a learning experience. I had tons of businesses that didn't work before I had ones that did work. So if you're an entrepreneur and you got an amazing idea, remember one thing though, ideas are cheap. Everything's about execution. If your product is not market ready and you don't think it's market ready, then wait till it's market ready. If it is market ready, or you're unsure if it's market ready, connect with somebody that, connect with an expert, or talk to somebody else, or talk to somebody that's in success in that arena, in that business, and let them give you guidance. Your brand is so important. So having a really good branded product, it goes a long way. It resonates a long way with the consumer, and the website and the brand is like the new storefront. So we've always put a lot of effort into our branding and our designing of our products, as well as our site or anything that we're launching. And thank you, viewers, for watching Founder X by Designhill. So you can join SUBTA at subta.com. That's SUBTA.com. It's absolutely free to join. You can follow me on Instagram at Chris G Cares, as well as on Twitter and Facebook at Chris G Cares as well.